Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU and welcome back to my forgotten tutorial slash playthrough. I have done some thinking on how to get out of this particular situation I found myself in, and I have some ideas, not ideals, I have those as well, but I have some ideas. And to be more precise, I actually have two different routes in my mind that I could take to, try to alleviate the danger I found myself in. There are two paths I can follow. One is the peaceful path of a nice gentleman's shadow who doesn't stab others in the back, but rather just hides in the shadow forever and grows, keeps getting fatter, stronger, but otherwise doesn't bother anybody and nobody bothers that shadow either. I could do that, and in order to do that, all I need to do is continue on with this construction queue. I'll gain extra 2 settlers, settle 2 new cities, one in Donian, one in Tesovo, and one in somewhere that's not horrible, hopefully. That way I'll have both glass steel and titanium. By the way, both glass steel and titanium have been nerfed in this patch, but that's something I'll discuss later. Either way, it's still important to have those for structures, obviously. So I could do that and just stay as far away from other empires as possible for as long as possible. Or allow me to drink a sip of water as I contemplate the other option. Or I can do the fun thing and instead grab the mist, who I queued up as an alternative option, say GTFO to the sellers, start making mists and predators in You Think the Boys and whatever the third city is gonna be called. Hit Rexes, but before hitting Rexes, also lower its population and possibly even fortification to make sure that the Mazari are not ready for my coming, and then just take everybody as, like a storm. You know me. I don't think I need to explain which option is more pleasing to me. If I were to do, completely min-max the thing and say what is the more sensible option, as usual, I would probably say, you know what guys? Settling in those two regions, and then in some other region as well, and staying as far away from other players as possible is probably the easier way to grab a victory for yourself. I do think so. But let's have a little bit more fun, shall we? Let's instead backstab people, that's what I like to do. But I still may decide to settle and then backstab. It depends on how my economy is gonna do. Let's just put it this way, if I can grow my cities a little bit before I hit the enemy, that would be nice, and I'll do it. If it feels like I'm under a little bit more of a pressure, then I'll just not wait and try to strike hard and swift. It depends mostly on how well my hero is going to, perform on her infiltration actions. To be more precise, I'm curious how much I can get away with, simply speaking. I wanna steal a Director 1 technology, that being the Mercenary Marketplace. If I can do that and get a new hero with the money I have, which I may or may not be able to do, I'm not sure what the prices would be for right now, then it's possible and almost likely that I'll in fact go for this empire building strategy. If however I fail this quest, then I guess I will need to take vengeance on the enemy city and of course try to infiltrate the city again when I can, and then maybe do things like either murder some population, or just murder the governor, lower the fortification, do whatever. Also, by the way, something I noticed that's rather interesting, let's have a quick look at Rexes again. Do you see how low the enemy's Fitzy output is right now? Oh yes, they are performing a roundup. For some reason, they somehow guessed that there may or may not be a spy in the city. I don't know the inner workings of AIs in this game, like, to their core completely, but something tells me it's cheating a little bit and it just guessed that, not guessed, but it just knows that there is a spy in its city. That would be my guess. Maybe AI is programmed to randomly perform roundups every now and again, because I see no reason why they would perform it so randomly and suddenly this early on into the game. If this was a multiplayer game, there would be no reason to do that at all, unless you knew that you're bothering a forgotten player, in which case it is very likely that you are being infiltrated, but that's not the case. In fact, they're not even, they're not even bothering me, so that roundup to me says that some kind of cheat is going on. Also off camera, by the way, I did fight some Injustices. Why? Because Autobot said I'm gonna lose the fight, whereas, yeah, those are Justiciars, those are Predators. I ain't losing. Just saying. So I'm sorry, I did a manual battle off camera, don't blame me. It did review, however, the location of the last village, which is important, as well as the location of another temple ruin, which I'll gladly explore when I have the opportunity, so there is that. Let's have a quick look at other things. Scouts. Dear Scouts, continue scouting slightly further north, I think, because I want to see if there's something up north that I could, you know, sit around. Also, this region, look at the river. Holy balls, the river is juicy and delicious. It's right next to the Mazara region, which I hope will be my region at some point as well, so... bonus points, question mark? I mean, this is a rocky field, which is obviously not ideal, but then again, this river, it's like everywhere. It might as well be a lake, to be honest. Okay, maybe not a lake, but you still get my point. It's awesome. It's still very far away, and I'm obviously not gonna go there just yet, but I will explore a little bit more. Let's have a quick look around with my cellar. Oh, another player. That's the color I gave to other mages, I believe. Okay. Now I'm being slightly surrounded. So that's the crazy stats. And sit right next to the Mazari. I'm gonna take them on anyway, right? Might as well do something crazy. And hey, a warmer region. That's actually grassland. This is a warmer region. It's not very warm. It's still a cold forest, but there's a chance of there being some better terrain Fitsu-wise. So yeah, I can parley with you. Why not? Oh, you already gave me a quest? What quest did you give me? That's a good question. I could, of course, bribe them, but I would rather not do anything of the sort. Too many chiefs, yeah, I don't care about it. This quest I don't need to keep in the box because I'll complete it soon, so I don't need to remember about it. Monsters in temple ruins. Yeah, I guess. That gives me Grasti, which isn't bad, and this gives me... this quest is the Devil's Quest, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, that's not one I'm gonna complete, but this one might be a possibility. Let's have Defender of the Weak pinned, because Defender of the Weak, pretty cool quest, especially if you have an army. And just to remind you, the Forgotten Quest is gonna give me an army, so yeah. It is also gonna give me a hero later down the line, but that's just a bonus. I say a bonus, but this here is pretty effing ridiculous once you complete more quests. But we'll cross to the bridge when we come to it. Let's end the turn for the time being. I don't think there's anything else I need to be worried about just now. So let's do that. By the way, I did assign to rename my cities according, not continuing on the lyrics of your thing, but instead I'll name my cities according to other songs of Sonia Schnee, because why not? That's gonna be, I suppose, I know about that. That's gonna be the, whatchamacallit? The theme for this playthrough, I suppose. So the boys, the reason why I call it the boys is because it's not really directly related to the song at all, in fact, but it's more like, you know, when I think of the boys, it has this kind of fickle connotation to it in our language, I believe. I mean, not maybe our language, I mean languages in general. It's like, we said the boys, you kind of have this image of, maybe not a player, but somebody who's like, maybe not completely reliable. He's a bit childish, but, you know, he's a hunk of man still. That sounds completely wrong, actually. But still, this region is just that. It's a little bit unreliable, it's got a bit of science in there, and it's not my favorite region ever, but it does have some promise to it, like those anomalies out there that you might be able to reach if you are willing to progress with your relationship. So, I thought the boys is an appropriate name for a city in here. And by the way, as for the husbandry center, I am now almost convinced I'm gonna make it in your thing. Reason for that being, well, it's just better and more reliable than the boys. It's just as simple as that. You think you're so cool? You're not. So anyway, in fact, I still don't know. I might go for husbandry center before I go for any sellers. I might instead go for the sellers. It's actually usually a better idea to go for husbandry center before you go for sellers, because you will be able to make the husbandry center faster, and it will allow you to recover faster from the loss of population when you make the sellers. So, you know, each side has an up and down and stuff like this. Do I want to move some population? I actually do. I mean, it will increase my production by a decent amount. So yeah, okay, somebody's NR3. Again, when you fight against the endless AI, don't worry, this will happen when you're the Forgotten. You will be outrun by somebody. And somebody completed this deal, which is, what was it? Oh, at least 30 units at a time. Oh, Necrophage just grabbed it. That's gonna be bad. Okay, then what else do we have over here? First player to produce at least one of each of 4 strategic resources. AI usually has some difficulties grabbing that, unless they really have a big sprawling empire. So unless the necrophages get it, I might get it. And good news, Palladian equipment has actually been buffed in this patch, which it really needed to be buffed. It was probably one of the weaker, if not the weakest, strategic resource equipment. So yeah, it's buffed now, so that's pretty cool. And of course we have now access to Promulgated Scientist, which I was never a huge fan of this particular legendary structure, but hey, it's a thing. Oh, another text message. Okay, sorry. I'll try to not to look at text messages. In fact, I'll mute my phone because that's unprofessional to have it unmuted. Alrighty then, let's make sure that I have looked at everything. Yep, that's just to confirm. It also the Mazzari that got the museum, right? No! But they were supposed to! Oh, somebody who's before them grabbed it. I don't know the 10 order right now, but oh, that's so annoying! The Mazzari was supposed to get. Who got it? Who stole it from the Mazzari? How dare you steal it from a... Oh, Wild Walkers, of course. Well, at the very least, they are also my neighbors, so... Geez, I wonder what's gonna happen to the Wild Walkers soon enough, but... Seriously, you ruined my whole plan of making the Mazzari capital my new main city. You bastards, I don't like you. How dare you? That's just rude. How dare you steal from Mazzari? I'm only allowed to steal from Mazzari. Oh, whatever. Okay. Speaking of stealing from Mazzari, let's do that right now. Yep, let's commit to it. Let's grab myself a mercenary market. What I found out? I wasn't noticed. That's great. Nobody was aware of anything. I wasn't hurt. That's just lovely. Good. Very good. Now I'll have a very nice amount of seniority. Next then, enemy security. Oh yeah. I probably should have done anything during the roundup. That's actually kind of silly, but hey, it worked up in the end, right? I wasn't captured. Holy balls, that was risky. Don't do what I just did. Always look at the security, alright? Because, yeah, I was stupid just now. Holy balls, how did I succeed? That girl is gonna get a raise. I just gotta say this outright. That was the dumbest thing I could have done. Yeah, enemies performing a roundup. Let's perform some espionage actions. Wow. My stupidity amazes even myself. Alright, let's keep exploring in this region. I don't know, it looks kind of tempting. It has rivers, it has, I mean, most barrels it's not the best, but it does give me some extra food. There's no industry here though. Yeah, there's just food everywhere. I mean, food is the resource I like, but I care about it the least, so... I don't know, there are some anomalies on the hill out there, so I'll definitely have a look at that. And is that the same region? Actually, hold on a second, no way. No, it's not, those are two different regions. Alright, good to know. Well, the risk of selling over here is that I'll be found out by other mages possibly. And other mages terrify me because those are other mages, they are scary. You should be afraid of the other mages, so... Anyway, let's have a quick look at the heroes I may be able to buy, and in fact, I am able to buy them. In fact, that's another thing that the devs have changed in this expansion, and even if you don't have the expansion, that's a patch note change for every expansion, even the vanilla game itself. The cost of the heroes has been lowered, while the cost to heal them has been increased, making it more of a hassle to lose a hero, but on the other hand, it's easier to have a hero, which I like, I appreciate that actually. So what kind of hero will I want and or need? Tarosh is an interesting hero because he does have a chain lightning ability, which is I kind of want to have it just because it feels like it fits my faster than lightning abilities, since you know that's obviously what my mists are gonna have. But he doesn't have any ability that would hide him, make him invisible, stealth I mean. So he would be a pretty poor army general because he would reveal my armies everywhere. So that's not ideal. So if I want to have an army general, in fact, what am I saying? Do not go for army generals after the Forgotten. Wow. Today I'm really not thinking. The reason why I don't want to go for army generals as the Forgotten is because that hero you're gonna get, that will be an amazing army general, trust me. Oh boy. How is she called again? Zalia? Kilia? It was some kind of sinister but funky name at the same time. It almost sounded like a Polish word as well. What was it? What was it? Ziemia. It wasn't called Ziemia. Ziemia is the Polish word I confused this hero's name with, but I think it's Ziema. I think it's Ziema, but I call her Ziemia, which Ziemia, by the way, means earth in Polish. So yeah. It's a little bit confusing for me sometimes. So anyway, there will be that hero that will be joining me. So I'll have some kind of governor, to be honest. Or a spy. I could go for a spy, and obviously forgotten heroes are best spies. But then again, right now my economy, by which I mean my influence, wouldn't be able to handle another spy. So instead I'd rather go for a governor. Indeed, what kind of governor? Preferably somebody that gives me dust, so it could be a Broken Lord, maybe. Let's have a quick look. Obviously, Broken Lords, that's good, because they give me even more dust from rivers, which is pretty amazing. Then more dust from terrain with dust, and then more resources. I really like Broken Lord heroes. I've expressed this many times before, but I really do. What does this guy have? Nothing for cities. That's he. He's got spying too, woohoo. Yeah, that's a problem. He's a pretty pathetic governor. I mean, he's a broken lord, so he would become eventually an amazing governor, but that would take a while. I'm not too sure. And they're not a broken... Oh no, there's Bishop Julian. He's Dust Boost 1. He has Dust Boost 1. That's not really good, but that's something, I suppose. So, I guess there is that. I might go for him. Feeds and Bones and other Necrophagus heroes, they're always interesting if you have a lot of villages because of slavery, which is amazing, but I don't have a lot of villages, so F those guys. Volta heroes, no. I don't think I need to explain why. Eslek, no. Again, same reason, he's Sand Sky. And as for the Wild Walkers hero, she's got Army Boost, no, nothing for city itself. Anybody else? Well, that's again more science, and you should be more food and influence, but I don't care about that, really. Yeah, no, it's gonna be Bishop Julian. He's the best option I have right now, so let's go ahead and buy him. Nice and easy, and put him into your thing where he'll give me the most dust bonus. So, nice and easy, put him in, and oh yeah, this is good. Now he's gonna give me extra... It doesn't actually say how much extra he's giving me just yet. Oh yeah, because I actually haven't given him the ability to give me extra dust from rivers. Derp! He's only gonna give me extra dust, which actually it should tell me that he's giving me this extra dust, and it's not yet. I guess it will update next turn, or I'm just being blind right now. Doesn't matter. Okay, assassins, please do some more scouting for me, since my sellers are apparently coming this way anyway. So let's have a quick look. See, there's more forest there, so let's go ahead and scout the forest more. Forest with a river. That's interesting possibility. Not a lot of dust, but I can make it more dustful. I don't know. It will be further away from other mages if I were to settle here. Obviously, I'll be instantly found out by the Mazari, but I'm planning to be found out by the Mazari, so I'm tempted. Okay, Yuda says, please go ahead and murder some nasty... whatchamacallit them? Sisters of Mercy, yep. Let's murder them. That's a nice way of pacifying, right? That's how we're supposed to do it. At least that's how I do it, so let's go ahead and do it. Alright then, is there any force that I can use to my advantage? Not really, nope. Alrighty then, let's just sit safely there, and if they come from this side, which I'm counting on them doing just that, they don't take them for effing ever, so that should be good. Alrighty then. They can at the very most move to this forest town, so let's move slightly forward. You go ahead and move to this town, and you stay where you are. In fact, let's make sure that you guys don't do anything silly if you cannot fire. And let's start killing the bastards. Nice and easy. It's not gonna be even a challenge, but in auto battle you never know. And oh, those guys are actually not completely brain dead. That's interesting and rare. Okay, you make sure you hit the other girls. Nice and easy. Start applying some Predator's Max to them. Should be nice and easy. Why they repeat the same words over and over again? Because I'm bad with English, I suppose, which is bad considering for how many years I've been recording videos in English, but whatever, I like the language, so you're not gonna stop me from recording in English, I'm sorry. There were people who asked me if I could record in Polish since, you know, I was born in Poland, so I know Polish obviously. Even though my accent is nothing like a Polish accent, you know, but I'm sorry, I don't like speaking Polish, that's just the thing. Yeah, I got some loot from killing a village. That's, by the way, this forgotten thing that I discussed at the start of my videos. But yeah, it's not like I don't like Polish language. I believe that Polish language is effing amazing when you are writing, not when you're speaking. When you're speaking, I just love English language for that. Korean is even cooler, but I don't know Korean fluent enough. Okay, there's a bit of a problem. It looks like my quest is bagged because I just pacified this village. And yeah, okay. That's interesting. Okay, so I had to abandon them and then talk to the corpses, and that actually completed the aftermath of an ambush. Interesting. Alright then. Well, that's fine. Let's see where the ruins are. They are... wow, that's far away. Well, I need to get there. There will be an army waiting for me, so I need to probably go with one more predator or an assassin. I think one more predator will do. And then I'll need to try and beat this army over there. It's worth it. It really is. I'll do that at my earliest convenience. Anything else? I think not. I can just end the turn, drink a bit more water, so I'll do just that. Ooh. I said a bit more, but I drank it all. For crying out loud. Alrighty then, let's see. Roundup complete, yes I know. My hero was partially wounded, but still remains here, and you go are good. Let's have a quick look. Are they performing another roundup? There. Okay, let's have a quick look. She is still alive because she's just too cool for school. Now, I could evacuate her now because the enemy is obviously trying to kill her. But right now, I mean, the roundup hasn't completed. It is risky to keep her in there, isn't it? They are gonna perform another roundup, I know it, but I'm gonna keep her in there. I wanna, if possible, murder the enemy population. Yes, I know it hurts my city when I eventually capture it, but I need to stall for time when it comes to the Missouri progress. I need to make sure that they're weaker. And hey, I was gonna take that region! For crying out loud, they probably settled in some pathetically bad territory as well. That's annoying. Okay. I guess I'll settle here, which is gonna make my empire horribly disconnected and my OCD go crazy, but at the same time, if it's a good region, I'll have no problems with that. Okay, I discard the others ones, and hey, that's a science thing. I'm not too keen on that. Blech. It gives me happiness, I suppose, but who cares about that? Also, that cliff over here. Man, that's annoying. I mean, if I were to have a city over here, I could walk over this cliff without any questions, and that would actually be an amazing thing. Because, you know, I would create an elevator just for me. But the annoying thing is that there's also a ruin here, preventing me from reaching to the black dust. And overall, that's like, I mean, there's no production anywhere. I mean, there is some. There's actually a decent amount. 8, 10 in here even. But then I wouldn't be able to walk up and down this cliff. And I am in a territory that could be captured by the enemy quite easily. Should I go back? I would lose a lot of turns of walking back with this settler. So instead of walking back, I think I should actually settle. Either in this area or to create a bridge over here. This is a strategically sound choice, but it will take me forever to construct anything here. And this is like a sensible choice when it comes to this city actually being useful for anything. I am tempted to give myself an elevator because otherwise look how long it takes to walk from one town to another. It seems like an interesting idea. But then again, this city it'll take forever to construct anything in there. But then again, there is also another problem. If I settle on this town, I cannot grow my city properly. Like, what kind of line or triangle will I make? And here I can make something. But then again, I also cannot make it very well, because look, if I try to expand to here, there will be a ruin in the way. If I try to expand to here, I'll just gain even more food, which I will not really need or care about. I feel like this region is a trap, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So instead of selling and lowering my entire empire approval, I'll go out. I mean it. I know I'm wasting time and not settling. I think that by now, since I'm taking so long to settle, I need to take some drastic measures and just hit the enemy hard and capture rectors. Missouri have only just settled in a new territory. This area wasn't captured by them before. So that to me says that they're actually quite behind. They got another settler just now, but they're ready for the taking, I think. So those settlers go away, and I'll work on getting a mist whenever I can. Winter is probably gonna delay that, unfortunately, but I'll still try. By the way, are my predators wearing the best kind of equipment? No, they're not. They have actually tier 2 crossbows. That's bad. Let's make sure they're actually wearing something a little bit better than that, shall we? And also, I can give an extra 5% attack. That's 12 industry production, though. That's quite a lot. For 5% attack, that's what? 2 extra attack. And not worth it. Not yet worth it at the very least. Let's keep them as they are. As for assassins, however, let's have a quick think. I don't want to give them 200 weapons. Instead, I want to give them, let's see here. Well, the infantry slayer and the arranged slayer. Well, the Mizari are using ranged units and cavalry units, so infantry slayer wouldn't really help me all that much. So let's go for a double ranged slayer, I suppose. Or just, I actually kind of really need only just one ranged slayer, don't I? So I can go, let's see, what kind of weapon do I like more is the question. I'd rather have more defense, yeah, so let's go for a sword in one hand and axe in another and then look completely awesome and inappropriate for any battlefield ever, but still, yeah, that's the kind of guy I'm gonna go for. And this guy, I want to be able to take a few more hits maybe? Well, the enemy will pummel him with arrows, so I'm gonna give him sharp sense 2 from a ring, I think. And that's 28 life, that's quite a lot to be honest. Or 12 life and a little bit extra attack. No, this guy's not for attack, he's just for surviving. So yeah, 28 life and 10 defense should make him survive a little bit more against the Marines, and I won't give him anything else, just that. So apply the changes for the assassin, and then I will resign for husbandry center, because that's more for an economy-centered empire. And instead I'll focus on just amassing an army right now. So this is what I'll do. In fact, I might go for canal locks. But no, I want this city to be my canal locks city. Are you guys working on that? No, you didn't even get the tech, did you? They're gonna work hard on the Rumblers as well. And it's gonna be annoying. Rumblers are actually infantry unit. Oh yeah, but I will have infantry slayer on my units. So that will be fine. Should I not go for the canal locks? It's gonna take me 5 long turns, which is a bit of a bummer. Then again, I will gain a little bit more extra industry production once I create another district. Yeah, let's work on canal locks. No, I want canal locks to be in that other city. Let's, for now, focus on making more predators, nice and easy. With the extra predators I have here, I could just attack immediately without completing my faction quest. That's another possibility. So let's do that. Udir says, scout out those ruins, nice and easy. Well, let's see. Oh, colonize the region Kaitan. No, it's cold here. I don't like cold. I mean, I do in real life, but not in this game, and not as this faction. And let's see, the boys keep making villages, which is a better way of getting population than just growing population. And for now, that's all I really truly want you to do, so that's good. Earning money for the mist is gonna take a while, but I hope that as my Broccolot here levels up, he's gonna help me with this greatly. Or at least partially. I'm kind of tempted to sell either the assassin or the settler. I mean, I'm not gonna sell the settler because AI is gonna buy him and settle. That would be bad. So I'm gonna keep the settler and settle in probably Doinian for the titanium because it's so important to have titanium. And as for this assassin, I actually might get rid of him. I mean, right now, how much is it costing me to have him? He's the first Castro's Shadow, so he's costing me 10 dust per turn. Yeah, I'm gonna sell him. I'm gonna sell him right now. I am happy with the amount of scan that he did for me. He did me proud, and now I want to save my dust, and I also gain some extra dust by selling him. This is gonna make it easier for me to buy out mist. And keep in mind, I also am taking into consideration the fact that winter might come anytime now, and the winter would truly F me over because it would lower my income in a fairly big way. Alright, infiltration level 2, but now I wanna wait. I wanna wait until I can devastate the enemy population, so I'm gonna wait to do that. Speaking of which, how is the enemy doing? Are you gonna do anything great? Oh yeah, 16 security. You are performing a roundup, aren't you? Yes, you certainly are. Do I run? Or do I risk it? How likely am I gonna be? I might even be captured. Which is bad. Which is really bad. So temporarily, I might put my hero in the city and just gain some extra dust. Which I'll do, for now. Unfortunately, this hurts me quite a bit, it makes me sad, but the enemy is insistent on performing roundups over and over again, so I'll do it for now. And then when I'm ready to attack, I'll sneak in with my army, infiltrate them, and maybe at the very least weaken their fortification, or maybe not even do that. Maybe I'll just infiltrate some other empire later on. For now though, I felt like I had to evacuate my hero, and hey, at the very least, it's gonna give me more dust now, so that's important. Also, didn't I tell you to make canal system before? Maybe I didn't, oh well. Sewer system is gonna be pretty important though, I believe, because this will make my empire happy. Yeah. In fact, I could... No, it wouldn't make my empire happy, it will just give me more influence. Which I don't really care about. How about Sisters of Mercy? I don't care. And Asswalks, that's just a one village. I would rather hold off on that. And let's keep things like that. And what is that sound? It sounds like there's an neutral army. Oh yeah, those are the gladiators that are somewhere you think that I cannot find. Yeah, I remember about them. Okay, let's make another. Let's keep up 2 assassins and then make some more predators. Predators will be really useful against the enemy army. Let's end the turn. No, there's still that settler that is trying to avoid the enemy and settle a city somewhere. So please do just that. Maybe visit the ruins while I'm there. Why not? But for now, do I want to finish this video? I could. It's half an hour long, but I want to keep going for a little bit longer. Do some more things. Keep walking while I can. Let's try to get to this region as quickly as possible. So through here, F the ruins. I just want to get there as quickly as possible to get another city before I attack. And as for you guys find the gladiators and kill them. I could send them to over there, but this would just take too long. And I'm preparing for an attack now. This is official. I am planning to attack. Actually, I forgot about those ruins. I do want to see what is inside, so I'll probably do that. And seeing as I'm treating this city as my army production hub for now, I could make a husband center here in the boys and just grow the boys. Because yeah, I wouldn't want to grow this city. Yeah, I could try that. It's maybe not the worst decision ever, although in the future you think will be more worthwhile to grow, I think. Yeah, instead I think I'm just gonna create another borough street somewhere where it fits me. Problem is, there isn't an area that really truly fits me. I mean, this is 434, just in the bad, honestly. I might go for that. So let's do just that. This will lower my approval though, which is again not ideal, but extra district, I mean, those are worthwhile, let's be completely honest with you. Let's increase my industry production. That actually doesn't do anything for... Oh no, it does do something for me. Alright, let's keep it as it is for now, and the 10 again. I am really thirsty, but I cannot drink anything. I could pause the video, but it's too far in to pause it really. So I'm just gonna keep going and... oh hi there, what are you, settlers? No, you're just scouts. Alright, let's stay as far away from you as possible, because I don't want to be seen, certainly. Let's walk like this. Do I see any other enemy armies? No, I do not. Alright then. What's that? Oh yeah, I don't want to click on this ruin, because enemies are gonna pop out and kill me. That would be not necessarily very good. Gladiators need to die, but before they do, I do wanna... Hey, I said I do wanna discover those ruins. Come on, do it. Search. And, oh, manual labor. Nope, I'm not gonna do manual labor. It's not a very worthwhile quest, and it's kinda hard to complete as well, so it's not my favorite. Okay, 2 predators. I could kill those asswargs if they try to attack your thing, but I'd rather wait until I have more army, or just react to them attacking me. So for now, it's good. Draken, what do you want? Peace and they give me titanium? Sure, why not? Let's say accept. Let's be at peace. And... oh. Wild walkers have discarded me. How? They were right next to my settler. That's how they discarded me. Oh, no. Please don't kill my settler. They're in the way, aren't they? You bastards. Alright. That's a problem wild walkers know about me, so they will plan to attack me anytime now. That's not ideal because I was getting ready to attack the Mazari. I could kill the wild walkers first, but I care about killing Mazari more, especially since look at how they're expanding. Mazari are going to make a lot of enemies, I feel like, so I don't know. Okay, unit cost reduction because I'm preparing for war and I'm not currently infiltrating, so I'll need that. Let's apply the changes. Hero leveled up, that's nice, the Brocklord hero. Oh, that's gonna be so nice, so much more dust is gonna be mine. Right, my city is under siege. I'm gonna fix that real quick and get myself a nice amount of dust. Hey yo, you think you're cool? You're not. I actually didn't even for a sec. I know you won't believe me, but for a second I did not even realize I'm actually quoting the lyrics of the song. So yeah, alrighty then. Let's have a quick look. See, 3 predators and those guys. Well, they will be mighty annoying. They'll try to kill me, but oh well, such is the way of things. I might lose as a predator, but I'll also be able to kill those guys quite reliably, I like to think, so... Yep, let's do just that, and you, the hero, keep moving forward as much as you can. Let's see, can I kill single gladiators in a single turn? I think I should be able to do it with Predator's Mark. Yep, I was able to do that just fine, and this guy should not be able to kill my Predator in a single turn, should he? Nope, not even close enough. You're now dead, you still sir. There's no way you're gonna survive this barrage of volley fire. Don't know what a volley fire is, but that's what he's about to get. That's what a volifier is, I suppose. Alright, he died. Nice and easy. My predator got injured quite badly, but that's okay. Now please go back into the city because I don't want to pay you. Nice and easy. And yep, Galadriels are now gone from this territory, so I don't have to worry about them. You keep going into Youthing territory because I do want to prepare for an assault. Now I could attack the Wild Walkers. This might be a more sensible idea now, since they have already discovered me. They're close-ish to me. I could, you know, pillage this village as well, you know, to gain extra resources and stuff, some extra dust. Maybe... I don't know. I already know what I would attack if I were to attack the Mizari, since I've been scouting them, and they have the Megapole, which is what I really, really want. And the Wild Walkers instead? I don't know, man. It's kind of a bit of a tough sell, if I have to be honest. But I can think about it as I'm getting ready to record the next video. For now, I'll end the 10 and end my video. Ladies and gentlemen, it was PANCZASU. Thank you very much for watching. Is anything unexpected gonna happen? I'll just lower my hero while I remember to do it. And yeah, let's make it less time in jail, and then I'll make her impossible to be captured because, yeah, that's kind of important. And for now, I'll end this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you online.